Hello, everyone, and welcome back to PBTV. Now, are we excited to have our hands on one of these? So this is, if you didn't see some of the videos from IWA, where I managed to get my hands on this over there in Germany, the very generous people over at Nuprol have managed to get one of the show ones that they had, get it up to us so we can do a much more in-depth video of the VMP-1 X model. So again, massive thanks to the guys at Nuprol, working really hard to get us these a little bit early before the actual product hits the shelves. So we'll go over its features as we've done before at IWA. We had a chat with some of the team and went through it, and even managed to get a sort of world exclusive video of it shooting for the first time. But we'll have a rundown of it, why this is going to be an absolutely epic bit of kit when it hits the shelves and you can get them in your hands and start running around fields with them. I'll start at the front and work my way back and just go through a few of the really cool bits. As you can see on the front, there is a massive can. This thing comes with the X version, so there are going to be two models of this when it is released. This is the VMP-1 X, and the standard VMP-1 does not have the can on the front, has a normal 14mm thread underneath it, and only comes with one mag. So the VMP-1 X includes two mags and the can and the 5-lug adapter for the front. Obviously, with the X version, if you're not wanting to run this and you want to take that off, you can. There is a grub screw. Unscrew that, and you're back to a standard 14mm front end, so you put any other parts on there that you want. It is a 5-lug adapter as well, so you can just keep twisting it. It doesn't lock when you're rotating it. You just push it in, turn it a little, a fifth of a turn, and it locks in place. And it is really solid. There's some really good design gone behind that muzzle brake at the front. It is foam filled, and there are two plastic cups in here. We've had a little look inside, curious whether or not we can just straight drop a tracer unit in there. We do believe it is possible. We've not done it yet, but we are probably going to make a little video on how to do that. But with it being foam filled, it does actually slightly change how loud this thing is, and it is very loud. Coming back to the main body, obviously it is that sort of TMP sort of tactical machine pistol sort of design. Really cool. All high density polymer with a few aluminium steel bits where it all matters. We do have a single sort of molded bit of rail going all the way across the top, and you can see just at the front there and at the back we have fiber iron sights. The fiber iron sights are not really useful when you have a stock fitted. You basically can't get your sort of head down low enough. What these are designed for, if you ever want to take the stock off and run this as a pistol or on a sling and push out forward, you do have some very low sights, still making it very useful when you're running it on a sort of PMC or a hidden sling. Again, we've got rail sections on the right, left and bottom. The really cool design that they've got on the rail system here, it's obviously a standard 20mm rail, but obviously you can see it's on the lower receiver there, and there's two screw holes here. Simply remove it, bring it up, and you can have accessories wherever you want. Really cool design. We did throw this through the chrono because this was one thing that I wasn't able to do at IWA, and this thing is chucking out at about 300 FPS in sort of the ambient temperatures that we have in our office. But what is really impressive is this thing is throwing out 24 rounds a second. So with the 48 round mag, you're going to go through that relatively quickly if you're outdoors and you're running full auto. But a rapid rate of fire, what that means is its return to battery and its semi-auto is really fast, really snappy, really responsive, and a hell of a lot of fun. So coming further back, you'll see the trigger is a little bit of a different shape to what you're used to on some platforms, and that is because the centerpiece here is actually one of the safeties. So there is a trigger safety there, so you have to directly pull the center, pull that back, and that is where your main safety is. Control-wise, we've got mag release on the left-hand side, dropping out the 48 round magazine, and then above that we have the semi and full auto selector switch. You will notice that on this mag, there is the grey cover at the bottom. Now, this part here is not available with the spare mags. The covers are available separate, because this is available in black, grey, and tan. So when you're getting your spare mags afterwards, you will decide which colour cover you're wanting to have. gas filled from the bottom, and it does have a wider spot at the bottom. When you pull the spring down, you can very, very easily fill this up. It's quite a easy mag to reload. We've got a charging handle at the back. Snap that back, and you've got the first round in. And again, the stock at the back is a very cool little design as well. The actual bit that is shouldered does turn a little bit. So again, CQB, when you're moving around really, really fast, you can sort of cut them corners without it jamming up in your gear and your rigs and everything. And you can even push it, locks into a 90-degree position, and it locks all the way around as well. So again, once you've got this thing and you want to sort of pack it away into a case or things like that, it does drop down very, very small. I think 55-ish centimeters when it's fully collapsed down, all the way out to about 69 in its sort of setup that it is now. Hop-wise, anyone that's had anything with the System 7 hop system, that's what's in here. So you will get a little key in the box when you get this. Simply lock it back, adjust it with the key, and then you can good to go. So just don't lose that key when you get that thing. Internally, they have dropped a Type bar barrel in this, so it is a 6.03mm and 134mm in length Type bar barrel. Again, if you wanted to in the future, instead of putting anything different in the front, you could just put a longer barrel in it. Be aware if you're going to extend your inner barrel to keep the suppressor on or anything like that, you don't want to damage it, and it is going to increase your FPS. So what Vorsk have done with all their pistols and everything like that is the inner barrels are threaded at the front, very similar to like cans and everything like that. So you can actually just get one of their barrels and thread it in, and you can have an extended barrel that will come all the way out to here. Again, increasing your FPS, increasing your range, increasing your sort of accuracy over range. But very excited to finally get my hands on this and have a little bit of a deep dive in it and sort of answer the questions that we've had over the time. So the two models that are coming out, the standard VMP will be this, a single mag and a 14mm thread on the front. The VMP-1X, which is this, will have the can, will have the 5-port lug on the front, and does come with 2 magazines. So you've got 2 48-round magazines with it, which I think for what they are online for is an absolute bargain. Having 2 mags with this thing out the box, people are going to have a ton of fun with them. I think these are going to be a staple for CQB sites, and just absolutely shredding it. The return to battery, the rate of fire, that snappiness, how you can trick these up with moving the rails around and putting bits wherever you want. The rail on the top, get a little dot sight on there, a torch, it's all you're going to need. And then in the future, when they're going to start changing bits, there's going to be different stocks available, collapsed ones down with just sling points on it, so you can run this as a sort of concealed carry option as well. Nice and light, it's just over 2 kilos, so 2.1 kilos. So again, a lot of that is in the mag. So when you're running around with this thing, it's not going to be too detrimental to your stamina. You're going to be able to run this all day. But absolutely love this thing. I do think that at one point I will add one to my collection, because I think it's just got a sort of hark back to some classic platforms. But if that is everything, if you do have any questions on the VMP-1, please drop them down below. Send us a message on Instagram. We'll answer you as quick as possible and as accurately as possible. If we don't know, we'll go and find out and then come back to you as quick as we can. But this is the VMP-1 X. Again, cannot thank Newprol enough for getting this to us early, just so that we can get all this information out to you. But if that is everything for today, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in a bit.